Daddy. Smiling face.
Hello, how are you, Rhiannon? Doing well? Are you gonna help me rescue Jeb from the Mun?
Yes. Yes.
All right. All right, I think it's about time to just go ahead and get started, I suppose. I'd really kind of want to get into this. So, all right, so what happened is I was trying to get to the Mun with Jeb, of course, right? Because that's what we do. And the problem is that I hadn't known about this fancy thing that tells you about how much... So there's a couple of things. One, I wasn't planning on going to the moon with Jeb. I meant to go with a scientist, but I didn't realize that it had swapped the pilot out, Jeb, for one of the scientists. And so, because I wanted to send the scientist so that he could take a bunch of data and transmit it back. But my plan was for him to do that and then come back to Kerbin. I didn't know that... I'm an idiot, so I didn't realize that I needed to be as aware of the Delta V stuff. I didn't even know that this thing existed that would really kind of help me know how much. So I recently came across that. Well, so he's stuck. I'll show you here. Let me change this. So Jeb rescue, save, yes, overwrite, because I don't like the one that I had. So I'll show you real quick what the problem is. Here's the problem. Here's what we've got going on. We're playing in science only. What is this? Oh, I already have a Jeb rescue in orbit. Well, this one's not going to work. I already know that this one's not going to work because if let's go to this one for a second, and I'll tell you why this isn't going to work. So the reason this one isn't going to work is this is all the fuel I have left in these guys, and I have definitely more than 2,400, well more than enough. However, I need to hold on, let's just pause this for a second. 67 is not going to do any good for me. So if we're just talking about this, 24, 28. So I still need to I'm already doing this. I'll need to circulize, should take 280. So I should, in theory, have enough to circularize my orbit, if I'm reading this correctly, that I've done this bit, and then I should have enough to circularize my orbit and then land. And then I need something like about 1,000 in order to take back off and get back to Kerbin, from what I've read. I don't know how much that is accurate. I have no idea. I don't know. But that's what we need to figure out. So, all right, fine. We'll go with what we have here, because according to this, I have plenty. That should be plenty enough, because I should only need 280 to circularize my orbit. And that should only drop me down to about 2,000. It should only cost me about 580 to land, and then 1,000 to take back off. So I should have plenty to work with. I don't think I will, because I am absolutely awful at this. And you have to realize that I'm also not dealing with a person flying. There's nobody in this ship. It is being run on its own, because when I get there, I want Jeb to jump in and fly it back. So it's flying itself there. I wish that there was a way to see how much it's going to kind of burn through. So like, if I want to, let's just periapsis this, 68, so I want to bring this down to about 10,000, so 10 kilometers. Oop, and then I think that just dropped it into, there we go. So that's about 10, so we'll go with that. And then once I get to the periapsis here, I will bring the apoapsis down to about 10. And then I can worry about trying to level it out and get it relatively close. I need to get within about 3.5-ish kilometers of this landing space, or Jeb can't really make the walk. I mean, he could, but it's just too far. So the only problem I have right now is the fact that I don't really want this thing connected to me. So what I could do, as opposed to this, if we get rid of this guy, boop, and we look at, let's go back to our ship, and we look at maybe adjusting our trajectory a bit. Because what if we adjusted our trajectory from maybe here? And you got to remember, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. If we adjusted our trajectory a little bit, so if we give it a little bit more oomph, what does that do to that? Does that bring it closer? It's hard to tell. Let's see. The purple one, definitely. Is the purple one what? It's determining it by, yes. So what's this one? Oh, that's what I'm currently on. So if I give it a bit more oomph as we are coming in here, so that's where it goes into, and what is that, Kerbal escape? No, that's another Mun encounter. If I give it just enough, because what I'm hoping for, what I was kind of hoping for, if I move this a bit, yes. So now if we reduce it, can I give it sooner? And then maybe just a titch more. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just go ahead and I'm trying to find a nice spot where I can crash this back end into the Mun. The problem is I'm gonna have to get rid of it before then. Which doesn't make sense to me. So that's not gonna do me any good. I'm gonna have to, with that much fuel, with that much, ooh, whoa, damn it. I hate when I do that, because it screws everything up. And I can't undo it. Right, just go away. Alright, let's try this again. So let us find the full thrust to 2. Bam, okay. So now let's pull that back. Alright, so with that, is there anything I can do to really get rid? Not really. No, this is... I am stuck. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna have to send this guy out. And then what happens? So that comes around there, and then what happens? Where does it go? Has another Mun encounter there, and then who knows what in the hell happens to it. Whatever, we're just gonna have to deal with it. I could always abort if it doesn't look like it's gonna make it. So we'll go with that. Let's go back to here. Because that brings us pretty darn close, right? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, cool. So let's try that. Let's see how we do. I don't think we're going to do alright, I'll be honest. But let's try to stay positive, people. Let's try to stay positive. Would you get where you need to be, please? Alright, this is one of the hardest things when you don't have all this other stuff, and I don't know how to get all this other stuff except with a pilot. I know that you can get better tracking stuff, but I don't quite understand how to get better tracking stuff. I thought if I just put an antenna on there that would work, but that doesn't work. So we're just going to go with this. Fast forward. It's a 3-second burn, so it won't take long. A second and a half before, and then we'll do our burn. And we're really just kind of trying to see it kind of match up with that other one. I'm just going to fast forward time just a bit so I don't have to sit here and wait the whole time. All right, here we go. So at 1.5-ish seconds, we'll start a full burn, and then it basically kind of immediately cut it off and go from there. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. And that looks pretty good. And that's pretty much what's left of my fuel, I believe. There's a teensy bit left, but not enough really to make much of a difference. So what we will do is we will let her go. Make sure that one is disengaged. That guy's ready to go. And let's look at our Mun approach. So from here, we're going to go ahead and add this maneuver, and we will adjust this into a circularize. We're going to circularize our orbit. We're going to bring our periapsis down. So right now, we've got a burn time of this 28 seconds. But I mean, this is the thing. This is where I screw up, because this is where I don't know what am I doing wrong. Should I not be trying to burn the periapsis all the way down now? I'm not sure. So we want to bring it down to about 10. So there's about 10. So we'll leave that there. And then at there, once we get to the periapsis, we will bring the apoapsis down also to 10. And then we can start making adjustments to try to get us into the range of getting to this guy. Because like I said, we need to get it to within about 3.5 meters. So let us mark this guy. Perfect. Okay. And then all we really need to do is just fast forward until the time to let it go. So let's fast forward. Perfect. That's on its way in. And we are basically ready to go. So it's a 30-second burn, which means that about 15 seconds we want to do a full burn, and we will burn for 30 seconds. It'll be interesting to find out where this guy's off to. So at 15 seconds we'll do a full burn for 30 seconds, and then cut the burn and see where we're at. What I might start doing is maybe at...
To see a countdown for when to actually start the burn, press Escape, pause, Settings, scroll down to the Gameplay section, enable Extended Burn Indicator.
Extended Burn Indicator. Gameplay settings, Extended Burn Indicator, enabled. Apply, accept. Ah. Oh, okay, so what does that do for me? Ah, that's if I do a 50% burn. So if that's if I do a 100% burn, if I do a 90% burn. So if I'm going to do a 50% burn, it's saying... Right. Okay. So let's set it to roughly 1/3. And then we'll start the burn in 19 seconds. Cut it off, throttle down to, keep it right just under 1/3. Thank you, Pi. I appreciate that. I think it's Pi. P-I, and a bunch of blanks. So let's try that. And then we can bring it down. So start burn in 11 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
By default
3,
it's set to 50%,
2,
which is
1.
the same as the old way of half the burn before, half after the maneuver location.
Right, so we are bringing our periapsis in. Oh, I see. So half the burn before, half the burn after. So I am doing this incorrect. In other words,
do the burn at 100% throttle.
Right. So let's go ahead and kick it into full... this is going to be wrong then, and I didn't save, but that's alright. But we'll know more for next time. So let's start bringing it down. Periapsis is coming in. Let's keep bringing it down because I just want to kind of get it just under 10. Or just at 10, basically, and then we'll cut it off. Eight. So, not great, but it is what it is. Alright, so that puts us there, and according to this, we still have 2,029 meters per second of delta V, which, according to this, we still need to spend another 280 to circularize, roughly. I mean, we haven't quite circularized yet. And then it should be 580 to land. And then I've heard it's about 1,000 to get back. So in roughly the next 1,000, we need to be landed. So that's the plan. The plan is to try to be landed within the next 1,000. So let's see. Can we adjust this? Let's just worry about circularizing first. Let's worry about circularizing first. So add a maneuver. Let's circularize. Periapsis is too small. Bring that out a bit. Bring it to about 7.5. Let's bring it up a little bit more. Bring it to about 8. Almost there. And 8. Alright. So, is that going to be close enough? Too far away? I think it's looking pretty good. I do kind of feel like it's... Oop, wrong one. Good thing I didn't start pulling on that. Just gonna make it a little... Oh. Apoapsis. Yeah, we'll go with that. Cool. Alright, so that is... So the 50% is a burn like a regular burn, and that's a 7 seconds worth of burn. So that's telling me I'm going to burn through 106 of my delta V, which is fine. That leaves me about 850 delta V to land. And it says I should only need 580 to land. Now that's to land anywhere. That's part of the problem, is I'm going to have to adjust my orbit to try to be able to land here. And I'll be honest, I don't understand the declination node and the ascending node. Ascending and descending. Cool. All right, so let's fast forward this. Let us move this forward. I did kind of want to find out what's going to happen to that thing, since I just kind of left it.
The 50% setting refers to burn time, not amount of throttle.
Gotcha. Okay. Perfect. That is brilliant. Thank you very much. That's really, really helpful. So I just want to see. I'm really interested in finding out what's happening to this, where this bad boy's off to once it's gone. If it's doesn't tell me, does it? Until it leaves that zone. We'll find out. We'll find out. So let's fast forward. Let's slow that down, because I am not even lined up. Let's get lined up. Perfect. We are lined up and ready to go. It's going to be a 7-second burn, so about 3.5 seconds we will start our burn. So, yeah. Alright, here we go. Coming up on it. Everybody get ready. Hold on to your pants. We're going to kind of wing this. Here we go. 3.5 seconds. So right between 4 and 3. 4, 5, 4, and 3. And 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Bink! Alright, let's see how we did. So we're a little higher than we wanted. Let's give it a teensy bit more, and now we're right about where we want to be, where we wanted to be. So perfect. So in general, we've kind of gotten what we want out of this. Now what we need to do is line us up with the landing zone, where we need to get within about 4 kilometers, 3-ish kilometers to really feel safe. I think that it's best to adjust the angle of this at like about 90 degrees from it, I'm assuming. So I'm assuming somewhere about over here we're going to want to add a maneuver to kind of bring this guy down. And this is what's burning through a lot of my delta V here. Because this is taking, look at that, almost 100 just to change my my trajectory a bit. And I don't know if there's a better time to have done it. Like maybe doing it on the far side is a better idea? Do we think that that's the case? I don't know. Let's drag it around and just see. What's the worst that can happen, right? Oop, don't want to drag that one. And then instead of doing down, we'll go up. Or, I wonder if it's better...
No, that's about right. A quarter of an orbit from the desired landing zone.
Gotcha. Okay, so that is about right. So my feelings about it. So about right here then. Add a maneuver, drop her down. Let's see how she's looking. Looking good. Drop it down a bit more. And then that looks about good. Now, the problem is it does bring us into a higher orbit, so this is going to eat up about 200 more. Let's bring her in just a titch. And that should be good because that, I think, is what I'm wanting. Oh, am I pulling
Because
the
the
wrong
moon
one?
will have rotated a bit by the time you actually touch down, so the target will not be in the same place.
Yeah, I've kept running into that. I've screwed this up again. I've run into that. I've done this a couple of times, and I'm all right with like getting landed. The problem is I'm burning through too much delta V by the time I land, so I'm not able to... Am I dragging the wrong one again? God damn it! Fucking hell. We're going to have to probably do it on the next go-around, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get this quite lined up in time. Right, let's try this the right way this time. Give it a little bit less. Looking good. Fuck. Sorry, language. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. Do you think we're going to be able to get it in time? Probably not. No, because I've just missed it. So I think what we'll do...
When a maneuver node is open, which means when the 3-colored widget is visible, see the display in lower left of screen. You will see tabs across top of that display. Click the tab on the far right, Graphical Maneuver Editor.
So this one? Oh, that's a hell of a lot easier to do. What do you want, Panda? Oh, that's nice. Oh, so that's a hell of a lot easier, I think. Because then I can just kind of adjust things from here. Oh, nice. Alright. So, I think one of the problems I'm going to run into is, now that this is all screwed up, we'll have to do this again. So, let's try this again. And let's try your little secret. Oh goodness, that was the wrong way. Oh goodness, I am obviously not doing this right, or I've pulled it clearly too hard. Let us get rid of that and try this again. So about right there, add a maneuver. It should be this one down. Right, so why is it going up right now? That is the problem I'm running into. Yeah, so that one goes up.
You can mouse over the colored tabs of the widget, and use the mouse wheel for fine adjustments.
Oh, do I need to... Oh, weird. Okay. Oh, that's nice. That's so much easier than like the way I've been doing it. So I can do this just to get it generally in the area I want, and then I can make some finer adjustments. Oh, that's so much easier. And yeah, that's what I thought, that was retrograde.
Can also lower the slider bar to change the increment value.
Ah, the slider bar. Excellent. So we'll want to bring this in a bit. I do like the mouse stuff. That's brill. All right, let's take a quick look at that. So that's looking pretty good. So we're gonna try that. All right, Pi, we're gonna do this. This is saying I'm gonna burn through 100.
By the way, the mouse wheel thing also works on the big widget.
The mouse wheel also works on the big widget. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. So we're gonna try this. Let's get lined up again. So this is saying I'm gonna burn through about 160 delta V, which should still give us plenty to land and plenty to take back off. I do feel like we're a lot better off than I have been in the past, but I'm really surprised because this isn't the ship. I was trying to redesign the ship, and then I realized that I had something in orbit that was on its way there already. So I figured, we'll try it and see how it goes. So let's see. I don't know. How are you feeling? Does this look like we're getting kind of close? We're gonna get this right. We're gonna try. We are gonna try. That's for sure. All right, here we go. Let's fast forward. It's a 10-second burn time. Ah, Victory Motorsports. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. So we are going to set ourselves to... We can do a full burn, and we will do it at 5 seconds. Victory Motorsports. Really cool. Yeah, right now we're just waiting. We're just waiting. You know, I think it's really important that, you know, all this coronavirus stuff is going on, but god damn it, we gotta get Jeb off the mun. He's just waiting down there. Once he landed, I knew he wasn't taking back off, so he got out and he planted a flag that said, "I'm dead." No, Jeb, we're coming for you, buddy. We are coming for you. So I'd been playing this game for a long time.
Jeb's fucked, as usual.
Pretty much, yeah. He wasn't even supposed to go. That's what's so annoying. Pi, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that.
Sorry, I always forget the follow button. Tongue poking smiley.
No worries. No worries. I played this game for a long time. Made it to the Mun. I don't think I ever made it back from the Mun. But I was playing it under the one where you have money and reputation and stuff, and I decided I wanted to get back into it, but getting back into it, I was like, I don't want to deal with the reputation, I don't want to deal with the money, I just want to deal with the science stuff and do the science things, because if I jump in the sandbox with all of the different options, I will not understand what I'm doing, I'll get overwhelmed, and I'll quit again. So I was like, I'll jump back in, I know that I'm comfortable with getting into orbit, I'm generally comfortable with getting to the Mun. I've always really struggled with getting to the Mun and then get back from the Mun, and I thought I had it when I sent what ended up being Jeb, which I meant to send a scientist. I am actually kind of glad that it is Jeb and not a scientist in this case, because when I get there, he can get onto this ship that's got nobody in it, and he can fly it back, and it'll be easier to fly back.
Are you saving Jeb with a direct ascent to the surface, or with the Apollo method?
I'm gonna save him with a direct ascent to the surface. There is basically no Delta V left in Jeb's ship. There's basically nothing left for him. I've got 6 minutes. I can show you. So if I switch to his thing. Oh, I've switched to the can't ever figure out how to switch from there. So we'll have to go to the Space Center. There's basically very, very little delta V left in his rocket. So, moon lander 2.
Make sure you collect all the science before returning.
Well, that's also part of the problem, is this this thing that I've got, I won't be able to collect the science from, because the ship that he's going on to doesn't have... Yeah, see, it's got basically nothing left in terms of oxidizer and stuff. So he's out of luck, which is why he put the flag down that he was dead. Let's jump back to our lander, our Jeb rescue lander, and see how we can do. All right, so we are at 5 minutes to burn time. We will go ahead and speed up and catch. So it's a 10-second burn time at 5 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, is why you head to Minmus before Mun early in the game.
Right. And it's weird because the Mun...
Well, I mean collect the science before getting into the rescue ship.
Oh, yeah. He'll collect what he can, but when I try to get into the rescue ship, it gets mad at me and says that there's nowhere to keep the science. So he'll take what he can with him. But yeah. Worst case scenario, honestly, this gives us a something to build from, because we could always create new scientific stuff to drop onto the Mun. It's weird, Victory. I had no idea that it's Minmus you're supposed to go to first, not the Mun. Mun is closer, so I just assumed, and so that's what I'd always done.
While true it's easier to land on Minmus than the moon, it's also harder to get the encounter.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't, as I've been doing some more research trying to figure out how to save Jeb. Oh, this is looking pretty good, actually. As I've been trying to figure out how to save Jeb, I've realized that a lot of people have said, oh yeah, I go to Minmus because it's easier to land on, it's easier to take back off from, and I was like, well, that's all news to me. These are completely weird things for me. But here we are. This at least gives me a challenge, which in a game like this, something to challenge you to say this is what you're supposed to do is exactly what you need. Alright, so we've got 28 seconds. Gonna be burning in 19 seconds. Alright, here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. There we go. Alright, so we are pretty well lined up. Let's get rid of this guy. Let's put ourselves into a retrograde. Whoops. A retrograde position. And now, according to this, I have 768 delta V to burn to land. My problem...
It's not hard at all. Just do a maneuver and get a suborbit when Minmus is over Kerbin's equator.
So just do a maneuver and get suborbit when Minmus is... Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. For going to Minmus. So what I want to do is I want to see how much do I need to burn over here. That's not what I want. So how much do I need to burn in order to go vertical? I'm not going to do this node, I'm just trying to figure out. Is that right? That looks like about right, yeah. So it's saying a 34-second burn time, and it's saying 568-ish of my delta V, which seems right, and that will give me about 200 delta V to get my butt on the ground. And I think one of the problems we're going to run into is what our height is as we kind of approach. So what are we at now? 8,000, but we're coming down, and we're just going to be doing nothing but coming down. So we're going to do about a 30-second burn to bring us to
Quick
to 0.
tip, to help you and viewers see better on the night side. Press Escape, pause, Settings, scroll down to the Video and Graphics section, set both Ambient Light Boost and Light Boost Map to like 25%. Then click Apply.
Alright, we'll do that. We can help you guys out with that. To like 25%. How about exactly 25%? There we go. Apply. Accept. Oh, very nice. Oh, that's good. That's a lot easier. Well, it looks a lot better for me. I don't know how much it looks better for you guys. We're just going to keep this on prograde. Oh, we better get our landing gears out. And get ready for our lander. And we're not even within range yet of this bad boy. Oh, has this figured out where it's going yet? I wanted to see if we could find out what's going on with that. Oh, it's just in this gigantic orbit now. Oh well, whatever. I don't care. What I'm assuming is that about here, I don't know what this is. I think this has to do with my target of the landing spot.
Can you click on Jeb and set him as target?
I think he is. He's not set as target, but the map is. Like the I'm dead is the flag that's right outside, so he is set as the target.
Im must completely conclude. You're screwed. You're screwed. You're screwed.
Am I coming in too fast? Yeah, so we'll. The biggest thing is if I can. I don't have a problem with landing. I'm generally okay with landing on the Mun. I've done it a couple of times. It's landing and having enough delta V to take back off. So that's the biggest thing. Is I only really have 768 delta V to use, and anything that I burn more than that means that we don't go home. And so that's kind of the hardest thing. We're not within range yet, are we? Not quite. Oh, there we are. The target's the moon lander. Everybody holding their breath.
Click the altimeter numbers to switch it to ground level instead of sea level.
Yeah, sorry about that. I always forget about that. I don't have a problem with it when I'm coming into to Kerbal, but I always forget about it when I'm on the Mun. Alright. So how far are we off? Oh, 63 kilometers. We're still a ways away. Just skirt right over the top of that crater. Look at how big that crater is. So again, we can't use more than 700, but I'm really worried about the actual landing. I'm gonna drop a save. Just because I want, if I screw up because I overuse the delta V, then it's not really. I'm happy to pop it back. I will say I will be kind of happy if I am able to land with this one. Then it does mean that I wasn't too far off with. Oh, I better start burning. Oh, see, I overburned. Wasn't expecting to be able to stop that fast. Whoop, wrong way. So about 1200 delta V. We're still 11 kilometers away. I burned way too early. Way too early. I'd almost rather set it down.
This is why you made a save, because targeted landings definite take practice.
Thank you, I appreciate that, Pi. Yeah, I mean 6.5 kilometers is pretty far, but we're just gonna have to set it down here. Shit, wrong way. Oh, I'm gonna burn through too much. Well, hopefully we'll have enough to take back off. It's gonna have to be 6 kilometers out. Jeb will have to walk. Ah, nope, wrong way. Don't fall over. There we go. All right. Right, so we'll just have to, Jeb was just going to have to walk, so we'll throw another save on. We've got 962 delta V. It's so tight. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it and see how it goes. So let's pop over to Jeb, and then he can make a walk. So Jeb is in the Moonlander. Come on, Jeb.
His jetpack should be full of fuel when he gets out.
Yeah, that's what I mean by take a walk. So that's not what I want. I want Jeb. So you can EVA, and then Jeb, go ahead and take the data. So you've got all your data that you can have. Go ahead and let go. There we go. And where we're going? Need to target that. There you are. Alright, you ready, Jeb? Line her up. Let's do this. We'll just kind of keep track of how much jet fuel he's got. Just need a bit more speed, I'll be honest. I was like, how is he that high up? My worry is always that he won't be able to fly into the thing because he'll be out of Delta V, but I guess I could always knock it over and then climb into it. He's got 4 kilometers to go. We should generally be alright, peeps. At least the music's nice. What do you think? Pi, Victory, do you think that the 950-ish Delta V is going to be enough to get us back to Earth? Start crunching the numbers on it for me. Let me know what you think. I was reading online and it was saying I need about 1,000. So 2 kilometers, we're almost there. Damn it. Hit the wrong button. Was trying to climb and I smashed right down, wasn't paying attention. Let's try this again. Pretty close though. At least I was going slow enough that all he did was fall on his face. So not too bad, not too bad. It looks like we've done pretty well here in terms of arrival time and
Well, from low moon orbit, 20K, it takes about 270 dV to escape the moon and deorbit back on Kerbin.
God damn it. From low moon orbit, 20,000. Okay, 270 dV to escape the moon and deorbit back to Kerbin. So that's not too bad. So if we can get into a low moon orbit in 600-ish delta V, then we should be all right. Get in the frickin' ship. Jesus Christ. All right, so we have our reports. We'll put him on EVA real quick. You do an EVA report, and then climb back inside. And I think we are good to go. So I'm going to throw another save down. And if I am correct... Oh, it's so nice to see all those again. If I'm correct, what we'll want to do is shoot for about a 90 degree, which is that one. Alright, so we're just going to kind of take off, head 90 degree, bring in our gear. Alright, so we're at about apoapsis. I wanted to get to about 20. And then let's cut it. Let's switch to this. Let's put us... Are you going to do this, or no? We're just playing games. Okay, it's just one of these game playing times. And we want to get you out. Ooh, way too much. How much are we looking at here? 104, which looks like it might be just enough, but that's way more than we need, so let's bring it down. So we definitely don't need that much. Let's bring you down, down, down. Much better. 93. That looks like we should be good. What do you think? Our biggest problem, let's go ahead and adjust for woof. No. Changed my mind on that. I think I'd rather just keep the what we're doing there. And I'm happy with us reducing this a bit. And then that should do it. I mean, we're only burning 85 delta V. That should leave us with plenty to bring him back home. How do our scientists in the feel about that? Are we looking good? Feeling comfortable with that?
Looks good so far.
Alright, excellent. I don't know what is targeted, and I'm not 100% sure how to untarget things. I guess I could set that as a target, and then unset it as a target. That'll work. So, let us... Oh, it's so much nicer. I don't have to worry about this anymore. Let's just line it up. And then we've got 5 minutes, so we will fast forward. And it is a 3-second burn. We just don't need to screw it up. That's really all. That's really it. Let's give it another quick save. Cross your fingers. And prepare for the end. All right. We got this, boils and goils. It's about 1.5 seconds to start the burn. Oh, you know what? Now with that start burn in, I don't have to think about it. I don't have to go, oh, it's kind of between 1 and 2. That's where I'll do it. I can just look at that. So helpful, Pi.
Exactly.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, burn. 0, cut. And that should be it. So, cut that guy off. Let's take a look at how we are looking. Periapsis at 19, that's fine. Take a quick glance. We're heading home. Add a maneuver there. What am I doing wrong here? Ah, I see what I'm doing
Wait.
wrong. $220.
To go back to Kerbin, as you're looking at the Mun in map view, with Kerbin directly in the background.
Yep. Put it onto the, 90 degree like that.
Then orient the camera looking straight down on North Pole of Moon.
Yep. My guess is it's supposed to be right on the line there. So somewhere right around there. And that's the least amount, 180. And that puts...
No, a bit past the Moon's orbit line actually.
Towards Kerbin? Oh, so you get a little bit of...
As you're looking at the Mun in map view, with Kerbin directly in the background. Orient the camera looking straight down on North Pole of Moon.
Okay.
Then place maneuver at about 2 o'clock position.
Gotcha. Alright. So I feel like I'm spending a lot more energy that way.
Right-click the purple pay marker at Kerbin.
Yep. And then I can adjust.
You only need the pay to be 30-35k.
Yeah, because then I can, there we go. That's 200, yeah, 276. There we go. All right, perfect. Oh, that was brilliant. Thank you, Pi. That worked out real well. Cool. All right. Well, let's target it up. It's an 11-second burn time. Should give us plenty of Delta V left over. Throw another save up real quick, and then fast forward to the burn. Oh man, Pi, I don't think I could have done this without you. Definitely couldn't have done.
Depending on how accurate this burn is, that Kerbal PE number will change.
And then we can make another burn after we leave the moon's sphere of influence. We could potentially, we'll have a little bit left.
So check it again after the burn is completed.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. All right, here we go. It's so much easier to do these burns when I've got a pilot that can do all of this stuff. It just makes my life so much easier. I don't have to like worry about trying to find the stuff or forgetting to go to the node. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1, burn. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, cut. Alright, let's get rid of that guy. And so we are way under, so we're going to actually have to give a bit more of our burn. But I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until I'm somewhere around here. Just give it a teensy bit more. So we're just going to fast forward a bit.
No, do it now.
Do it now, okay. Then we want to give it a prograde. And I think it should be prograde. Nope, prograde is definitely not it. Retrograde, evidently.
Double-click on Kerbal.
Ah. That's why. No, I'm just gonna put it to retrograde because I know that it'll do what I need. There. Oh, geez, now I'm too far. There we go. Perfect. That should be it. We should be good. What's really funny is it's like right on with them. I know they won't be there by the time we get there, but it's just pretty cool. That guy's just wandering about. Gonna have to get rid of him eventually. Oh, jeez. It's getting thrown. Where's he off to? Way out there. Alright, so let's fast forward. And we're on our way back. What's weird is that definitely... Oh, yeah, it's just because of the way I was looking at it. I was like, it didn't look like it was the lowest point. Alright. So, one of the things... I'm going to wait until we get much closer to... Oh, are we still fasting?
OOF.
Oof. Hello. We're on our way back, actually. Nietzschean? Nietzschean? We're on our way back with Jeb. We are, hopefully gonna make it here. We've picked up Jeb, and we are on our way back. Don't think we really need to worry about any more of the Delta V, but I want to wait until we're a little closer before I
jettison
eject.
the lower stage when you're about 150k altitude.
Cool. Yeah, that's almost exactly what I was thinking. Was the exact same thing. So cool. Then let us. That's set to surface. And but I want it on orbit. So get me into retrograde for the orbit. Speed up a bit till we're down to about 15 or 150k. So we're in the 4 million right now. Plenty of electric charge. Everything looks good. Oh shit! Yeah, let's go ahead and jettison now then. And it can burn up in the atmosphere. Oops.
My standard warning. Be
Oof.
careful with your time warp winking smiley.
I know, right? That was really close. And we are above the ground. Everything is looking good. Periapsis is coming down nice and slow. That guy's gone. And what is it looking like for our landing trajectory? We're going to skip over this. It might end up out here in the ocean. That looks good. It might be actually right on top of that. But I guess we'll find out. There we are. Switching the camera around. Periapsis still coming down. And there it goes. It's hit the ground. Yeah, it looks like... That's a probe. I bet you Jeb's so happy to be coming home. So close. Drop another save. We're still doing fine on speed and everything. Everything is looking pretty darn good. That guy's gonna crash. Speed's coming down nice and good, and we are into the atmosphere. Well, we'll be able to open our parachute, and then it's just a matter of floating to the ground. Speed just needs to keep coming down. How are we looking on? Oh yeah, we're fine. Plenty left. And we can open our parachute. Keep slowing down. And I am actually going to go ahead and turn
Actually, by default the chutes are set to deploy when safe, which means when you're in the thick lower atmosphere, and you're going slow enough.
Oh, okay. I always just watch for it to be gray.
So you could in fact activate the chutes during the fire part of reentry, but they won't deploy until it's safe.
Oh, I gotcha. I'm going to set that to 2,000. Just want it to open up a little early. Just getting super duper nervous here. This is also this is the parts where I always get the most nervous. Right, speed's coming down. Good, good, good. All right, that's gonna be good enough. She's coming home. Let's see. Has that other one? Yeah, it looks like that other one's crashed into the Earth. Now the next big thing, or Kerbin, the next big thing is to get these guys out of orbit. So we'll have to figure out how to deorbit stuff. Go get a laser. Go get a laser and deorbit it. But let's find out, because I don't think we're going to get a huge amount of science. I mean, I think I'll get some, but I don't think I'm going to get like massive amounts. So we'll have to look to see where we should spend this. Oh. Just gonna speed it up a little bit. Save it one more time and then speed it up to the bottom. Get it to the ground. Nice green fields. I always like the fact that Kerbin has like no cities or anything like that. Just they have this one place that they're launching spaceships from, and aside from that, that's it. There's nothing else out there. The entire planet is completely just like green. No trees either. Just green mountains, and that's it. Oh, what's that? Is that Minmus? Alright!
I use the video game method, which is to go to tracking station and delete my space junk from there.
Oh, I didn't know that was an option. Oh, that's a brilliant idea. Alright, so we got, 234 science. That's not too shabby. Oh, that's pretty good. Surface sample, EVA report, recovery of
Golf
special...
claps.
Thanks. EVA report. Cool. Ah, that's pretty good. We didn't get all of the science that we kind of sent, but that's...
Grats on successful rescue.
Oh, thank you very much, Pike. I'm telling you, man, I could not have done it without you, so I appreciate you coming by to help. Let's take a look at science real quick and just see where we want to spend all of this. So I can get roughly 3 new things. Miniaturization will get me the docking port. That I don't care so much about. A little bit better landing struts. That's for flying in atmosphere, and I'm not very good at that at all. This I kind of like, because then I can start to build stuff to put inside of protective shells.
Recommend heavy rock tree together with fuel systems.
So, heavy rocketry. Oh, that's a brilliant idea, yeah. So let's grab heavy rocketry, like you said. Fuel systems. And then, should we grab the propulsion system? Or should we grab the advanced construction? Advanced construction, I feel like, would be better. Propulsion system. I mean, the external fuel tanks, that's kind of cool, but I'll be honest. I feel like I've got enough propulsion to get where I need to do what I need to do. I really just need to get some more, set up some more scientific stuff, which I really need these cones to protect some sort of a scientific lander. Oh, and this comes with the tri-stack decoupler, which is brilliant. And the fuel system... Which one? Ah, yes, cool. I needed the fuel duct, because that was the thing that was driving me nuts. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and grab the advanced construction. I like that better. So we'll grab that. We'll grab the advanced construction. And then we only need a little bit more to get another thing anyway. Oh, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah. Oh, brill. So let's drop a save here, because if I don't, that'll be a problem. Yep, overwrite it. We have now caught back up, and I am gonna do your little video gamey cheaty method. Moolander debris and terminate.
With those parts you just unlocked, you can build a rocket that will easily land and return from Moon.
Oh, brilliant. Moonlander. We still have this Moonlander that's got some science potentially on it that's still there, so we will leave that. But we'll get rid of this, Oh, man. Jeez, look at where it's going. That is huge. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that guy. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave that. Just to see. What I need to... The next thing, I think, that I'll try to do is... I'll try to get some more science going on the Mun. We'll try to make... we'll try to plan a flight to Minmus. I'm going to leave this go, because I want to see where it ends up. We'll try to plan a flight to Minmus. And then, I think, the next...
By the way, any rocket that can land and return from Moon, that exact same rocket can land and return from Minmus.
Oh, brilliant. So once we get some science going at the Moon, we can also get some science going for Minmus. And then I really want to find out what these unknown objects are, so that we can maybe start researching them, maybe figure out how to get there to them. I don't know. Not sure. So, cool. All right. But it is about that time where I need to run off to make some dinner. So, Pi, thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Hopefully, when I stream this again, you're able to stop by, because I'll probably need your help again. So, thank you very much, bud. Dude, pal, chief.
MP, glad to help. Catch you later. /.
All right, bud. Take it easy. We will see you all later. Thanks for coming by, and as always, especially in these times, guys, please enjoy your existence.